Welcome to the Just Press Play podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Just Press Play podcast. I'm Mike.
And I'm Michelle.
And today's podcast, we are diving into a series of movies. Children of the Corn series. Anything you want to say about this series, Michelle?
It sucks.
I agree. I think this is one of the worst series ever.
You know, I had only watched the first one before. And the first one I liked.
Right.
And I never really had any interest in watching the others. And now that we've watched them, I can see why I had no interest in watching the others.
See, I was the same way. I mean, I saw the first one, never really wanted to see the other ones.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I hadn't now.
Well, I remember when I watched the first one, because Jennifer had come over and we were watching it in my room. And that was about the time we had gotten Desiree. Because Desiree was a little puppy at that time. And we were supposed to take her out to use the potty that night. Well, you know, next to my house, there's a wheat field. It's not corn, but it's a wheat field.
That's still kind of creepy, though.
So we watched this movie, and we had to take Desi out to the bathroom.
Oh.
Needless to say, it took a lot of coaxing to get Jennifer to come outside with me. And then once we were out there, it's like every time something moved, she's like, I think there's something out there. And I was like, stop doing that.
It's he who walks behind the rose.
So we're like, Desi, hurry up. Go to the bathroom.
I'm also going to let everybody know in a little secret. We have some better mics today. We're trying them out. I like them. Are you cool with them so far?
Yeah.
Instead of having just one mic, we have these little clip-on mics now. So, less work. Not using the laptop today, we're using the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can see your pretty face.
And we're not even at the kitchen table today, we're on the couch. So I like this, we can sit on the couch. Alright, so let's get into this, because I don't think we're going to be talking about these movies too much.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
We will start off with the original, Children of the Corn.
Yes, which came out in 1984.
1984. We was just babies.
Yes.
So we start off with a nice voiceover narration by a kid.
Yes. But for those who don't know, Children of the Corn is a short story by Stephen King.
Who's he? I'm kidding. I know who Stephen King is. That was a joke. I don't want hate comments. I know who Stephen King is. So yeah, like I said, we got this little voiceover narration by a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it was all about. I wasn't paying attention to that.
Oh, he was talking about how him and his dad went to the diner, but his sister and mom didn't come because his sister was sick.
Right.
She was running a fever. Yeah, pretty much. And then these creepy kids show up, and all the grown-ups, they're dead.
Yeah. The coffee's poison.
The coffee is poison. Wait, this coffee's not poison.
No,
is
the
it?
coffee you're drinking is not poison. Or is it? No, it's not poison. And then there's also, okay, so the coffee, all the adults are drinking the coffee and they die.
And the ones that don't die from drinking the coffee get stabbed.
Yeah. Because they're like, oh, you're not drinking coffee? Stab!
That's why you should drink coffee, so you don't get stabbed.
Yeah, but the sick girl, she draws pictures that can predict events.
Yes, she tells the future with her drawings.
So then we cut to Sarah Connor, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about Terminator Sarah Connor. God, what's her name again?
In the movie, her name is Vicky.
No, I mean, what's her real name?
Linda Hamilton.
That's it. I drew a blank. I was like, oh, look, it's Sarah Connor. But yeah, in the movie, her name is Vicky, but I'm going to refer to her as Sarah Connor.
I think I started calling her Woman.
Woman? Yeah. There's a lot of kissing, so that's icky.
There
I put that a lot of kissing. Yuck.
They're in a hotel and there's some kissing and some dancing and some more kissing. And now there's some other stuff.
So basically, they're headed out with California, right? Doesn't he have like an internship?
Yeah, he's going to be a doctor.
Yeah, her husband, boyfriend, whoever, he's going to be a doctor. I don't know what kind of doctor.
I don't either.
So, okay, we do another little cut.
To the cute kids.
Yeah, we got one of the kids, he's trying to run away. And because apparently Malachi and Isaac, those are the evil kids.
The two main bad guy
Yeah.
kids.
They're, forgive me, they're
Yeah,
they forbid everything.
They won't let them play. They don't want them sing. There's no music, no laughter. They can talk, I guess.
Yeah. So you could talk amongst yourselves, but you can't laugh, you can't play, you cannot sing. No riding bikes, definitely no running away.
No drawing.
No drawing. Can't do anything. Don't look at each other.
Mm-mm.
But like I said, you definitely can't run away. As Joseph, he found that out.
Jacob.
Jacob? Was that Jacob?
Or is it Joseph? It was
No,
Joseph.
Joseph. Yeah, don't confuse
Sorry.
me. Joseph didn't make it. He did.
Yeah. By Malachi. But we didn't know it was Malachi. Well, I knew it was Malachi. And you knew it was Malachi because we already seen it.
Yeah.
But if you didn't, you wouldn't know his name was Malachi.
Yeah, he gets cut. And then he gets hit by a car.
It's a bad day for him.
Yeah.
So, Bert hit him with the car.
Mhm.
But he was going to die anyways.
Yeah, no, they cut his throat.
So, Bert tells Vicky to go wait in the car. And she probably will listen. I don't know if I would listen. I don't know. If you told me to go get in the car, I'd be like, why? What are you doing? Let me see.
Yeah. She goes back to the car. Bert's investigating. Something is not sitting right with him. Meanwhile, you got Malachi. He's stalking, no pun intended.
He's going, but Vicky's sleeping?
Yeah, so that was all just a dream, apparently. Guess kids are having some fun, but Malachi's like, nope, stop that.
Yeah, the cute kids they're playing games, but the fun police, aka Malachi, comes over and tells them they can't play.
He's like, no happy fun time.
And then he sees, did he see the drawings? And then he kind of drags them away?
I think he does.
Yeah.
I didn't write all that down. If I'm making a bunch of noise, I apologize. I was scratching my chest.
So now, like, Vicky and Bert are all paranoid about the suitcase for the kid.
Yeah.
So they take a look at that. There's nothing in it but clothes and a corn cross. And then they go to find the old man and the dog because they put the dead kid in the trunk. I'm pretty sure the dead kid rides around that trunk the entire time.
I think he does. They never take him out.
They don't take him out. They put him in a blanket. I'm sure he was smelling funky in a few days. So they come.
You're not going to get that smell out.
No. Mm-mm. You can get the wolf from Pulp Fiction. He could probably get it out.
He could.
So they go find this dog and a dog. They go find this old man who has a dog. I'm all about the dog because they want to see if they can figure out where the town is. And so he doesn't really give them a whole lot of information. He's like, yeah, you don't want to go here. You want to go way over there. He didn't want to send them to Gatlin because he knew.
Yeah. He has no gas, no phone.
Yeah, he says that as soon as they pull up. He's like, I ain't got no gas. I ain't got no phone.
Them kids killed his dog.
They killed the dog. And then they killed the old man. He didn't tell on him. He was just minding his own business.
He's like, I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him nothing. But they were like, we don't believe you, old man. Die.
Yeah.
So Sarah and Bert drive around, and I do mean around. They're back at the gasless station. And that's where we find out that the old man is dead.
Yeah. Poor old man.
You're really harping on that old man, huh?
Well, I feel bad for that old man and the dog. They didn't do anything to anybody.
No.
It's Bert and Lady's fault that the old man died. I'm just telling you. Because if they wouldn't have stopped to talk to him, then Malachi wouldn't have went all crazy head and gone and stabbed him.
I can't believe you're gonna blame Bert and Vicky for that one. I mean Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor. Come with me if you want to live.
So then we meet Isaac.
Yes.
Isaac's a wee little lad.
He's preaching about something. I wasn't paying attention because he was creeping me out.
There was like grown folks gotta die, and, you know,
Yeah.
they got sin. Little kids ain't got no sin. Little stuff like that, you know. There's some hoodlums that try to get their stuff. I guess they went in. Okay, so Vicky and Bert make it into town,
Mm-hmm.
and they see there's nothing going on.
No.
So they go in the diner, and they see dead folk. And I guess that's when the kids try to steal the stuff out of their car, but they chase them off.
Right. Well, the kids don't want him there. That's pretty much it. The kids think that adults are bad.
Yeah.
They're the outlanders.
Yeah.
So they've made a holy crusade to kill them.
Yes. Now, they end up in the house where Job and Sarah are.
Not Sarah Connor.
No, little Sarah.
Yeah.
And woman likes talking to Sarah, little Sarah.
Sarah is chatty.
Yes, she is a chatty gal. So she's talking to her, and Bert's like, I'm gonna go check this piece out. I gotta go. He didn't really say it like that, but you know what I mean. So he kind of takes off. He's gonna come back for her, though. He's not leaving her forever.
Yeah.
And Malachi and their posse show up, and they take away. Who do they do? What do they do?
Oh, you asking me? What is this, a pop quiz? They, hold on, let me get to where you're at. Mal and the kids go to the house where the Sarahs are at.
Mm-hmm.
Bert is still exploring. That's what I put, exploring. He's Dora the Explorer. Mal and the kids attack the Sarahs. They kidnap Sarah Connor.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Bert's going around town trying all the phones. Obviously, they don't work, Bert. I mean, hello. There's no electricity.
And then Bert returns to the house, and he realizes that his woman is missing.
Yeah, but he's shaking little Sarah like she's going to tell him something.
Where?
You don't get anything by shaking people.
No, that just makes kids unhappy right there. You don't shake kids.
That made me unhappy. I want to punch you in the face.
Don't shake kids, people, okay? Don't shake kids. It's not cool.
Then, so Malachi starts questioning Isaac's authority.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is that before Isaac chastises him for going all kill happy?
Yeah, well, that's around that time. See,
Yeah.
he starts questioning his authority about the time that Isaac's like, you stop killing folks just to kill them because it's no fun,
Yeah.
and you shouldn't be spilling the blood and all that mess where you don't supposed to.
I mean, Mal's taking this whole no adult supervision thing a little too far. He's just like, I'm going to kill everybody and everything.
Well, sometimes I guess he felt like he just had to. He's like, you're an adult.
Excuse me.
So, then Bert rolls up on this ceremony where if you're 19, oh, it is 19. When you're 19,
Okay.
you have to sacrifice yourself to he who walks behind the rose, which, by the way, is who they worship.
Right.
So that one girl, that real crazy one.
No, first off, he doesn't walk up to it. He's like at the corn, and the corn splits open. The corn is just like, hey.
No, he goes in the church.
Is that at the church?
That ceremony's happening in the church.
No.
Yes, because remember, he goes in and that girl is like cut that one boy, and she's getting ready to drink the blood in the chalice, and he goes in and all the kids are sitting there.
Wow, then where am I at?
I don't know.
Maybe I stopped writing, and that's where I picked up is when the corn split open.
Oh no, you're not. We
Am I way ahead?
You way ahead.
Oh, my bad. I'll shut up then.
Because remember, then she stabs Bert in the boob.
Yeah, that's right. Why don't I have that?
I don't know. Maybe you
I
passed
totally
out.
would have written down about Bert getting stabbed in the boob.
Because remember, and then he like threw a book at her.
No, I wrote that. Isaac and a few of the kids are getting ready for the sacrifice. Bert enters the church where some kids are about to drink blood.
Yeah.
Something about going, okay, but I'm right. The rose split open, the corn splits open, and he decides to take it down that path, and I'm in the right spot. You just don't remember that.
Okay. So anywho's,
Yeah.
there was a sacrifice.
Sorry about that
ceremony.
argument. Yeah, because when he enters the church, I wrote something about going to him when you turn 19. Oh, that stabbed Bert.
Yes. And she was crazy, too.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I seen it and I forgot about it. I was like, oh, he got stabbed.
I bet you that was Malachi's woman. Because both of them were just stab happy.
Yeah.
So there's a power struggle. Power struggle equals Malachi and Isaac.
Yes.
They're button heads. So they string somebody up on a cross. Who they string? Oh, Isaac. Isaac's like, you suck, Malachi. You're not the one anymore. All right, everybody, let's get him. And he knocks Isaac down. And Isaac's like, get him, get Malachi. And they're all like, psh, I don't think so.
Yeah, because Mal cuts Sarah down.
Yeah.
And that's when he puts Isaac in his place.
Yeah, Isaac gets up there. Because Malachi takes him down because he has to go in town square and tell the Outlander he's got his woman.
Not yet. Now who's jumping the gun?
The cute kids are helping Bert. Oh, Isaac. He was super chatty when he was up on the cross.
Yes, he was.
But where's the Outlander part? Is that after?
You know, I didn't write down the Outlander part.
Yeah. Well, if you don't know, that's like the most favorite thing, and that's Mike does that all the time.
I'll go ahead and I'll play the little sound bite, which
Yeah.
is going to go right here.
Okay.
So listen to the sound bite.
Outlander! Outlander! Get over there. He's gonna come. Get over there. Over there. All right, come with me down this street. Outlander! Outlander! We have your woman! She still lives! Outlander, maybe you don't hear so well. Outlander! Her blood will spill unless you give yourself up. You won't wait much longer. Night is coming. Night is his time. Outlander! Come on! Come on! Come on, Outlander!
So, Isaac is like yelling on the thing. He's just chit-chatting while they're at the cross. And you see that something's getting ready to burn his booty.
Yeah, some glowing weird thing is on him.
And it was weird.
And he goes flying through the air. Whee!
Yes. So, Isaac got burned or something.
Yeah.
Woman got free. Bert's preaching to the little kids.
Yeah,
Here comes Malachi.
He gives a speech, but Malachi isn't having it and
No.
attacks him. Then Bert bitch slaps Malachi.
Yes. He knocked his
Several
square on
times.
his booty.
He smacks Mal several times. He didn't punch Mal. No. He's like, smack.
Yeah, I think I wrote the note. Yeah, Bert is backhanded Malachi.
Oh.
Isaac comes back because he says that he wants him too.
Malachi!
He wants you too, Malachi. He wants you too.
And I can't say Malachi without thinking about that.
He wants you. Yeah.
He wants you too, Malachi. That's how he says it. So, Bert's got a plan. Yeah. Everybody runs away. They get into a barn.
Run away!
There's like wind and whatnot. And the little kids are like, oh, we shouldn't have done this. We shouldn't have done that. Well,
I
too
want
late
my
now.
mommy. Oh,
Then-
she's dead.
Yeah, you killed your mommy. So Bert comes up with a plan. We're going to blow the demon up.
Well, no, Job gives him that passage out of the Bible.
Yeah,
And then that's where he comes up with the let's burn the field.
yeah. So they burn the field. They blow up the demon.
Cheesy special effects.
Very cheesy. So now Bert, woman, Job, and little Sarah escaped.
Yeah, that's actually what I put. Job and Bert set it on fire. Explosion, cheesy effects. Bert, the Sarahs, and Job run. The other kids, who knows? Oh, Stabby tries to stab Bert again. He knocks her out.
Yeah. And then they decide, we're just going to walk 19 miles. The end.
The end. That was a good one. I actually liked the first one.
Yeah, the first one was good.
Moving on to Children of the Corn 2.
Oh,
the,
my
the
gosh.
final sacrifice, which I really wish it were the final
Let me
sacrifice.
tell you, I wrote 2 paragraphs, and that's it. I don't even know what happened at the end for this one. This one came out in 1992. It had the most boring intro I've ever seen in my entire life. It took forever to start. Then once it started, I didn't want it to start.
She wanted it to end.
Apparently there was something stinky in somebody's basement.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's dead people.
Yeah, there's dead bodies everywhere.
Oh wait, there's another dead person. Whoop-de-doo. Apparently this one took place after the last one. In each one of these movies, someone is driving to this place for some reason. I don't know why. I would stay away from that place, especially now because you gotta know it. These people knew what they were getting into. The dad was going to write a story about it. So obviously he knew.
Yeah. So just, we'll hit on a few points. None of the kids know what's going on. The only thing they could tell reporters is, I saw the corn. I've seen corn. Does that mean people will die because I saw corn?
I eat corn.
Yeah.
Does that mean my belly's going to die?
Colonel
Please don't die,
Sanders.
belly.
Colonel Sanders is the doctor. Oh wait, that's not him inspecting the kids. Cliche number 1: crazy old lady who knows what happened and pretty much tells everybody they're doomed. Do they listen? No.
So here's the thing. They take the killer kids and they just like, well, we're going to bus them to a new town. Because obviously taking them to a new town is not going to do anything wrong. Why would you think that? They just killed all the adults.
And that woman with the t-shirt with the shoulder pads.
I don't know what.
She had a t-shirt with shoulder... Who put shoulder pads in t-shirts? This one
I
sucked.
don't know.
Alright, moving on. The corner's killing people now. This movie's stupid. They killed a cat. The preacher doesn't like fornication. Old lady gets crushed under a jacked up house. There's voodoo. I'm done.
Yeah. The old lady was right. Yeah, that's pretty much all I wrote. I mean, I hated this movie from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I hated the kids. I hated the heroes. The only person I liked was the Indian guy. He was kind of awesome.
Yeah.
But the rest of them really sucked, and I wanted them all to die. They didn't, by the way. Not all of them.
Okay, so Children of the Corn 2 sucked.
Stay away from it.
Please, stay away from it. If you want to watch it, that's on you. Moving on to Children of the Corn 3.
This one was made in 1995.
Urban Harvest.
Okay, so I wrote it this. At least the credits are better in this one than the last one.
Right. I actually wrote a lot on this one. I don't know why.
Well, this one was a little better than 2. Maybe you just got excited.
Yeah. I actually put, this has got to be better than the last one. We have some old man chasing after his son through a cornfield.
He's a drunk dad.
Yeah, he's a drunk dad. The younger son is in the field. The field then grabs the old man and hangs him like a scarecrow. The boys are placed with the foster family and move into the city. Hence, Urban Harvest.
Spoiler alert, something's wrong with that younger brother.
Yeah.
And he's the one who did the making the scarecrow of the dad.
They do like this creepiest prayer ever. When, you know, while they were at the house, yeah. They're doing that creepy prayer.
Oh, the prayer, like, for the blessing for
Yeah,
the food?
they were eating food and they do the creepiest prayer
I'm
ever.
sorry, but if that was the blessing for the food, I would just never bless my food.
Yeah, so the foster mom is unpacking, and one of the suitcases is full of bugs. No, wait, she's seeing things. It's actually corn. There's a huge wall on the other side of the fence, and it conveniently has a hole. Eli...
It has a kid-size hole.
Yeah. Eli climbs through it. Now he's doing some weird crap. Wait, what? The foster mom was just dreaming about Eli's weird crap?
So did the weird crap really happen? Don't know.
The boys are now being enrolled in school. Eli is being creepy again.
He doesn't want to be separated from his older brother.
Right.
But obviously they're a few years apart, so you can't sit in the classroom with him. That's weird.
Yeah, we got some violence in the classroom, but it ends quickly. They're at PE now. Some boys are playing b-ball. Because, it's the 90s. I figured I'd say b-ball. Josh decides to play, and of course, he's pretty good. Oh no, here comes Eli to ruin the day.
Yeah, Eli does not want his brother to have friends.
He's like, you can't play b-ball. Although you are good, you do not play with the others.
So, Lady, because she's a lady too, Lady is nosy and finds the hole in the wall, goes and finds the corn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't advocate people getting killed, but don't be so nosy. So she finds the corn and there's a bum. Then she runs away. She knows there's something wrong, but the dad doesn't want to listen. She's like, there's something wrong with him. He's a weirdo. Let's just get rid of him. And Dad's like, no. He's cool. He's been through a lot of mess. Give him some time. The bum dies
Yeah.
because he eats the corn, and the corn doesn't like it when you eat it.
The corn's like, you don't eat me.
I eat you.
Yeah.
Eli puts some bugs
Yeah, he puts
in
bugs
the
in the
food
food.
at
Also,
the cafeteria.
right. Also, Josh has made some friends. That's Eli's brother, by the way. He invites Eli to come sit with them. He's not down with hanging out with, quote-unquote, that. Because that's what he said. The principal,
Which is that priest.
yeah, he got the bugs, and now having weird dreams. Oh, the principal's a priest. See, I wrote that down if you'd give me a chance.
I wrote priest from the get-go.
Right. Eli disrupts the principal's sermon, and now he's preaching.
This is what I wrote down. Oh, Eli's about to tell it like it is. It's about to go down. Okay, so I understand Eli's perspective because he's like, he just wants to save the earth from the polluters.
Right.
Which sounds good, but turns out that the adults are the polluters and he wants to just nix them. He's done with them. The social worker has found something that she wants to tell foster mom
About Eli, yeah.
about Eli. And apparently now Eli has some voodoo magic because he killed the social worker and he had to leave the room.
No. He didn't just kill her. He melts her face off.
He did melt her face off. And he never left the house. So how did he... I don't know.
Oh, and that one scene where Eli sticks his tongue in his foster mom's ear.
Oh, that was so gross. He was... I don't know what he was trying to do. So...
Right. So the foster mom pretty much wants her husband to cut down the corn. She's like, go cut down that corn. But he doesn't do it. And she finds this out. Also, foster dad is trying to make money off of the corn.
Yeah. So she goes and tries to cut it down. Well, guess what? It doesn't go very well. Big surprise there, huh? So she takes off running, and she kind of falls down and goes boom. She ends up with a spigot in the back of her head.
Yeah, it wasn't the corn. You think the corn would get her?
Yeah,
Nope.
no.
No, she trips
Spigot.
and gets a pipe in the head, yeah.
Joshua has made friends with the neighbor, which is a brother and sister duo.
Right.
But he's really liking the sister. Let's just say she teaches him some stuff about the bases.
Yeah. I wrote that down. Josh is playing quote-unquote baseball. By that I mean he's getting lucky. So now Eli has managed to convert all the students.
Yeah, he's got like a cult going on. They're all wearing black. Which they weren't wearing black to begin with. Then the bully that tried to stab him at the beginning of not the beginning of the movie, but the violence you
Yeah.
said. The bully, he's trying to get Eli, but Eli's got this under control. He jumps down from a high step. And he's just like, hey, what's up? You gonna be in my coat? He didn't say exactly like that.
Yeah.
And he grabbed him either by the neck or in the shoulder. I don't know. He hurt him. And so he's like, yeah, man, whatever you want. I'll be in your coat now.
Yeah, Eli's all about spreading his corn.
Yeah.
The priest keeps dreaming about Eli. which is not a good thing.
Oh, Eli wears a nightgown, by the way, people.
Yeah. So Eli is adopted, and his parents apparently died in 1964. They mentioned that in the movie, that he was adopted once before, and his parents died in 1964. So that he shouldn't be a little kid.
No. Eli ends up taking down the priest.
Right. Round 1. Eli is winning. He ties the priest upside down on the cross, and the priest
Yeah.
is killed.
So Josh and Dude, I don't know what Dude's name is. They find the priest, and the priest is like, "Hey, you need to find his Bible. That's the weakness."
Yeah.
Well, the Bible is back in the cornfield where they came from. So Dude and Josh get in the car. They're taking off there. Malcolm, yeah. They get there. They find the creepy scarecrow dad. There's some stuff going on. Malcolm dies in the cornfield.
Yeah.
Josh does get the book and takes off. So at this point, you're thinking, okay, this movie is probably just about over. And maybe the ending won't suck. Well, there you're wrong. Because now we're going to get to the back crazy part that makes no sense whatsoever. And it looks like a 2-year-old made the rest of it.
Yeah.
So, here we go. Josh shows up.
He has the Bible.
He has the Bible.
Now Josh and Eli start to fight.
Yes.
And Josh wins.
He does win. He gets him. Apparently, the Bible, the Eli Bible, doesn't like it when you shoot fire at it. Because Eli kept throwing fireballs, and Josh was using it as a shield, and the Bible was shooting it back at Eli and being like, "No, stop that."
So yes. Now here's where it gets
Oh, here we go.
crazy.
Now we're going to get to the crazy part.
Because once Josh wins, you think, movie over.
Yeah, and you know what? The cult is starting to disperse. They remember who they are.
No. Now, all of a sudden, you get this weird corn monster.
I don't even know where this thing came from, but the first shot of it you see, its tentacle, or whatever, goes over a door. And it looks like someone took an octopus, like a tentacle, and just laid it there. And that was their shot. Like this fake door, and they had a tentacle over it, and they're like, boom, we're done.
So now you got weird corn monster versus Maria, which is Josh's girlfriend, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Versus Josh. Maria has been eaten. The monster eats Maria.
Yes. Oh, but wait. When the corn monster picks you up, you look like a doll, like a little rag doll.
It probably was.
And sometimes, you know how the size is like army men? It's kind of like that. They pick them up, and there's no way that you could ever believe that was an actual person or supposed to be a person. And if you do think it's a person, then we need to have a talk.
Like I said, the monster eats Maria. Josh is not happy about this.
Well, no, that's his booty. He's got to get it back.
So he cuts into the monster and gets Maria out.
Just pulls her out.
Yep. Josh kills the monster by doing that. Now we cut, because there's more, to Germany. The corn is being sold around the world thanks to Foster Daddy's business deal.
Oh, he died too, because Eli killed him because he was like, all right, well, you did your job. Now it's time to die.
Yep. And that is the end of 3. All right. Moving on to Children of the Corn 4.
The Gathering.
The Gathering. What year did this one come out?
1996.
1996. That was a good year.
Yeah, it was alright.
It was. I don't remember much about 96.
Got my driver's license.
Yeah, all right. High five for that. Okay, so, got anything you want to...
Okay, so, at the beginning of the movie, a weird kid shows up bleeding.
Yes.
Okay, so do you let the weird kid in? Heck no.
No,
I throw some Band-Aids out there. That's what I would do.
Like, here's some Band-Aids. Cover yourself up.
Toss some Band-Aids out there, some antiseptic, and be like, go to town.
No, she lets him in. It's like, here, let me fix you up by taking your temperature.
Well, because he was hot. She felt when she...
I missed that part.
When she grabbed him, not like, when she was leading him in, I guess he felt hot. to the touch.
And then the boy does some weird transformation. He like becomes a transformer. He is more than meets the eye.
He turns into like the devil or something.
Yeah. And then the woman wakes up. Was it a dream?
Apparently so.
We don't know.
This takes place in Grand County, Nebraska. All the other ones have been in Gatlin. I don't know what the significance of Grand County is.
I don't know either. Maybe they were just trying to change things up.
Maybe.
Now the lady has another visitor. It's her daughter. Not
And
really important.
The doctor that you thought was her pappy.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that. Then you get the old man. Is that the old man? No, that wasn't the old man drinking in the barn alone, was it? Okay. Old
No,
man-
no.
No.
Okay, so you got Naomi Watts. Apparently her mama's crazy. You got two siblings, a little girl and we're going to say a preteen boy. He looked about 12-ish, 11 or 12. Then we get to the weird guy drinking rye.
That's the old man and drinking it. Okay, so yeah, he's alone in the barn. There's a body in the well,
Yeah,
and the old man starts to drink bugs. The water
Yeah.
becomes bugs.
this is what I wrote down. Yuck. He drank a bucket of bugs.
He wasn't happy about it either.
I said, hey, mister, this ain't Fear Factor.
And then the body starts to climb out.
Well, and then he dropped his rye. The old man dropped his rye.
Mhm.
And I wrote down, he dropped his rye. Now he gonna die.
And then he got an axe to the leg.
He
Square
did.
pegs. I don't know.
Yeah, I called him the deadish boy because, I mean, he was dead, but he wasn't dead because he was moving around. So, deadish boy in the well has killed the old man.
He didn't just kill the old man. That old man got impaled by various objects.
Yeah. Now it looks like there's some voodoo stuff going on, but it wasn't voodoo because I guess
Billy Witch Doctor. Sorry.
they're like, I wrote down, aren't they supposed to be too pious for voodoo? I don't know.
I have to check. I'm checking the levels as we record this. Every time I take a sip of coffee, I don't want to like pick up me swallowing.
Go.
Yeah, I don't want people like, there's a strange gulping noise. What's that all about?
Always coffee with us.
But it does pick up me slurping. Hold on.
Well, stop slurping.
It is picking it up. I think it is. Oh well. People, if you hear a slurping noise, I apologize. If you
Well,
hear
we got new coffee. Well, it's not new to us, but it came today, and
Oh,
it's super awesome.
It is the best coffee ever. They don't pay us to pimp it, so I'm not. Maybe we should pimp it.
Oh, it's made by the coffee people. It's called Jet Fuel.
Yes, coffee people, jet fuel, best stuff ever. You can find it on Amazon, eBay. It's great. Look into it, folks. Okay,
Alright, back to the movie.
my bad.
So he did his little voodoo stuff, and he gave all the kids in the town the flu.
Right, so now the children are sick.
Yes, shame on him. Nobody wants the flu. Apparently, Naomi Watts is like, I guess she's going to become a doctor.
Right.
So she's working at the clinic with the old dude. Not the old dude that drank himself and died. The old dude, the doctor.
I'm upset
Why are you upset?
because you didn't let me talk about the kids getting sick.
Oh, well, there's still time. We haven't gone much further.
Right. So all the kids in town are getting the fever.
And the only prescription is more cowbell.
No, it's not cowbell. That's not the prescription. They also have the mud butt. Some of the kids have the mud butt.
Yeah, the mud butt.
Yeah.
So basically, the kids had the flu, and the deadish boy is calling to them like he's the Pied Piper. It makes me sad because the little kid, they're sick, and they can't do anything because they're sick. And I can't stand to see little kids sick. It just breaks my little heart. So this kind of upset me because, the fever was getting worse, and it was climbing, and they had to put the kids in ice, to try to bring the fever down. And to me, this movie just felt like it had just a different tone to it. It didn't feel like
Like a whole
Children of the Corn. It felt like that there was this dead kid that just wanted to do some stuff. I still don't know what the purpose of it was.
Neither do I. So Naomi Watts' sister starts floating, and then she comes back down, and she's asleep. All is okay. All the kids are okay now. No more fever or mud butt.
Mm-hmm.
But they are all possessed now.
Yeah.
All of them are possessed. Marcus, one of the kids, watches his mom die. Police show up, and Marcus walks into the corn. The police follow him. The officer finds a head and a blade to the chest. The
Yes.
officer got a blade to the chest. Naomi's sister, her face starts coming apart. That's
Yeah,
where-
but I think that was a dream.
Yeah, it was just a dream, but she does stab her. Oh, wait, that was a dream too. So you had a dream within a dream.
Yeah, it's that confusing.
Yeah. And I actually wrote that. Dream within a dream, within a dream, within a dream. It's Inception.
So the second adult that died was Marcus's mom. Third adult to die was the sheriff. Then the fourth adult is the doctor. He gets killed by these two creepy twins. I don't understand why they always hate to make this.
Actually, there's 5.
What are you going 5?
Oh, man.
He was number 1.
I didn't hear you say him.
Well, we already talked about him. That's why I said the second adult was
Okay,
Marcus's
I thought you
mom.
said the first adult. My bad. My bad, folks.
No.
I gotta pay attention.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention, dude.
Pay attention.
Alright, so the fourth adult was the doctor. The twins killed him. Creepy twins.
I think
Not
they're
all twins are creepy.
right, but these twins, they're not. They think they're these boys, these twin boys, Zeke and Caleb, and they were killed by their pappy,
Yes.
and that's when they killed the doctor.
Okay, so now we're having a case of deja vu because a little girl shows up to the crazy mommy's house and she's bleeding just like in the dream, people.
Yeah.
Everything happens just like in the dream. She still lets her in because apparently the mom is stupid and doesn't realize it's just like in the dream.
Right.
Turns out when she comes back to take the temperature and do the doctor, and she sees that the little girl has turned into the boy in her dream, and so she hauls butt.
So the main thing about these kids is that they're not who they're supposed to be.
They keep saying there's someone else,
Right.
and then they start pulling out their teeth.
No, they're not pulling them out. They're falling out.
No, she reached in.
Yeah, well, she reached in
and she was like, "Here you go."
yeah, cause it was okay, yeah, she did. I thought it was just falling out. I thought she
No,
just reached
no.
in like it's falling out here because
No,
my
they're
tooth.
pulling them.
Okay.
The mom, the crazy mom, was afraid to leave the house.
Yeah.
And she would leave the house, but she would only go to
the edge of the,
edge of the sidewalk.
Sidewalk, yeah.
But when you got a creepy kid trying to kill you, you get over that real quick.
Mm-hmm. And she did.
She hauled booty, got in her car, and drove away. She drove away, and she saw her son go into the barn. Oh, poor lady.
And she goes after him.
She goes after him.
And you know this will end well.
This is not going to end well.
Yes, it will. It's going to be one happy reunion. She's going to be like, son, hey, everything's good, right? Right?
No, I think she ended up getting impaled with something, and she was adult number 5.
She got a pitchfork. She got a pitchfork to the face.
Yeah, that's going to stop anybody. Little sister went with Naomi Watts to the doctor's office because apparently she was like, something's wrong with you. We got to take you to the doctor.
Yeah.
They take the blood of the little kids because they want to study it to see what the sickness is all about. This is where I started thinking, this is not a Children of the Corn movie.
No, it really wasn't.
It didn't feel like one at all.
It was just, again, it was one of those movies that it was Children of the Corn by name.
Mm-hmm.
We'll discuss it more, but there's a couple of them that are like that.
Yeah.
That are just Children of the Corn by name.
So, Marianne, which is Naomi Watts' friend, she's like, we got to get out of here. There's something wrong with these kids.
Yeah, she
we
can smell
got
what's
to go.
cooking. She's like, this ain't cool. Let's get out.
Naomi Watts is like, you stay here and you watch this kid. I'm going to go here with this man with a shotgun to my face. Marcus's dad, by the way. Because the cop said that he killed his wife, but he didn't. And now he's trying to get to Marcus because Marcus has got some kind of something wrong with his, I guess he's anemic or something. He's a free bleeder.
Yeah.
So if he cuts, he's going to bleed to death.
Right. We're spending way too much on this crappy movie. Naomi meets these two old ladies. They're creepy too, by the way. And they're talking about creepy well body. That's, the boy. That's what I call him, creepy well body. Apparently he used to be a boy preacher. He was a little kid preacher. He was like, hallelujah, God will save you. I hope I didn't offend anybody by saying that, but that's pretty much how they did it
In the
movie.
flashback.
Yeah, in the flashback.
The backstory was confusing, and apparently the little sister is Naomi Watts' daughter, not her sister,
Yes.
and apparently she is the light child. The demon wants her soul or something. I don't know. Marianne tried to run away. We're back to the not the mental hospital. the clinic.
Well,
And
the blood's doing some like weird stuff, right?
well, yeah, it reacts to mercury. Marianne tries to run away. That didn't happen because, I mean, it just didn't happen. They come and get the little sister, take her away because she's the light. They need her. Now the kids are cutting themselves.
Yeah, they're in a barn. They're cutting themselves.
One of the kids is a free bleeder. That's Marcus.
They start chanting.
Yeah. Little sister gets sucked down into the bloody water. And Naomi Watts used science by putting mercury in the blood.
Science!
And science is going to be the hero.
Yes.
Yeah. So she saves the kids. She saves her sister. And the kids are back to normal at the end.
This is a really bad one.
Yeah, it is.
Stay away from this one, too.
Yeah. Pretty much stay away from a lot of them.
You can watch the first one. The first one's good.
Yeah, and we'll talk about, in the next part, we'll talk about another one that's, pretty good.
Yeah.
Not this one, though.
Moving on.
Number 5.
Fields of Terror. This one was made in 1998. I started writing down the year at that time.
Yes, 1998.
Look at the pretty rose. Oh, you hate roses, don't you, Michelle?
I do. I'm allergic to roses.
But it is pretty roses, though.
Yes. You save a lot of money that way.
I do. Yeah. Now, this one has an interesting cast. You have Eva Mendes, Alexis Arquette, Ahmet Zappa, David Carradine, God rest him. So, I mean, it was an interesting cast.
Yeah, and looking at that, you're like, this one might be pretty good.
Right.
No.
Wrong.
No. No.
Folks, I'm going to spoil it, but most of these Children of the Corn movies are terrible.
Yeah.
This is why we watch them, so you don't have to.
So, there's cornfield. Big surprise.
Yeah.
There's a fire, and some kid with big ears that I've seen in a lot of movies.
He gets possessed by the fire.
Yeah, he comes to check it out. He stood a little too close.
And that fire's like, hey kid, come here. He's like, yeah? Possession!
Yeah.
Sorry for yelling.
The fire/demon jumped into his body.
I got you now. You mine.
So, next.
It's 1 year later, because that's pretty much it. He gets possessed, and then it's like 1 year later, right?
Was it 1 year later when the couple's eating and he kills that man?
Is that in the kitchen?
Yeah. The crusty,
Yeah, that's 1 year later.
So, there's a couple eating dinner. And it's, as usual, it's a crusty farmer and his wife that appears to be scared to death of him. I hate that stereotypical farm couple. It really irritates me. Big ears, which is how I refer to him.
Big ears. Okay.
Big ears killed the crusty farmer and his wife.
He didn't just kill the crusty farmer. He made lightning come out of the sky.
Yeah, he levitated him and then struck him with lightning.
He was like, hey, crusty old farmer guy, you want to see something cool? And crusty old farmer guy was like, sure. What's going to happen? Whoa, what's going on here? Why am I levitating? Oh, lightning, I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's how it was. It actually, that would have been even better. If it were like that, I would have enjoyed this movie a little bit more.
So apparently after the fire jumped into Big Ears, he has a posse because there were some more kids. I'm assuming that's the house that they ended up with, was that farmer's house. Is that what they took over
I
for
think
their
so.
little village? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we cut to another couple driving. We also see another car with a group and an urn. So there's two cars, and there's two separate groups in these cars, but they're together. Is that?
One car is just ahead of the other one.
Yeah. They've got an urn because apparently somebody passed away. I don't even remember who it was.
Their friend.
Their friend passed away. Thank you, Michelle. Their friend. Car A, that's the one that's ahead.
Is it A because it's got Ahmed Zappa in it?
No, because that's the car that's ahead.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming that was the one that was ahead. Now, car A is placing blow-up dolls around the area. They stop. Dude puts a doll up. While they're doing this, a woman goes missing. That's what I have.
His lady
yeah, his
decides
lady
to
went
go steal corn.
Yeah. I didn't know her name, so it's like
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay, so Guy goes looking for her. And oh, there it is. She apparently took off to the field to get some corn. You shouldn't have done that, Charlotte. That's not what you do. You stay in the
Yeah,
car.
I wrote down price of stealing corn equals death penalty.
Yep. Ahmet finds her and some kids being creepy. He runs. They chase. They kill. That's exactly how I wrote it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the how it went down.
Yep. Ahmet dies quick.
He does.
Now, car B, they wreck. And,
It's not a serious wreck, it's just the car's stuck.
yeah. So they get the car stuck and then they meet the children. Eva Mendes is giving one of the children the googly eyes.
Eva Mendes in this movie is a whore.
She was like, hey, you're cute for a kid. I mean, she was like 20-something in this movie. We're going to say 20-something.
Yeah.
And this kid was like 17, maybe 18.
And I realized that Alexis Arquette he was a pretty cute guy. He was a good looking guy.
I don't know. I don't look at guys like that. He wasn't a bad actor, though.
No. And apparently the town smells like burnt popcorn.
So, car B, they walk to town. This town is not much on friendliness. And the town, like you said, smells like burnt popcorn. One of the townies tells the group about the kids and how they worship some dude they call he who walks behind the road. Whoa, why did I put clouds? I wrote clouds. I don't know why I wrote clouds. Laugh with me, folks. You know what I'm talking about. He who walks behind the rows. One of the girls in the group gets worried. Corrects the man. Yeah, no, he said clouds. That's why. The old man was like, yeah, they worship some he who walks behind the clouds. And the girl, that's when the girl freaks out. And she goes, you mean he who walks behind the rows? And now she wants to leave. This freaks her out because she knows something that we don't. Which is smart of her. This is the smartest character out of all the characters. Mm-hmm. She's like, let's go. So they walk to a bus station, and of course, just missed it.
And the bus only runs twice a day.
Yep. So they go back to the car, which is now on fire.
Whoops.
So they don't know what to do. They find an empty house, but the phone is dead. They did find Smeat
Yes.
and beer. So
Yes.
Smeat and beer. It's spam. That's why it's called Smeat.
And I wrote down Eva Mendes is annoying as crap. And Eva Mendes is a whore. Okay.
So freaked out girl is on the porch and she explains to Alexis about her brother Jacob. He ran away from home and joined some people who have devoted their lives to he who walks behind the rows. That's why she's freaked out. Smart.
That makes sense.
Yes, this girl is smart.
Except for when they hear noises and
Yep.
decide to go investigate in the cornfield.
Yeah, they're sleeping and there's noises at the door. That only wakes up the ladies. That's weird. Just the ladies got up.
Because guys can sleep through just about anything.
Not me. Yeah, because your whore lady, Eva Mendes, she sees a man in the window.
Okay, here's the thing about Eva Mendes. This is why I keep calling her a whore. Because in the urn, apparently it was her ex-fiance or whatever, who just died. And what does she do to help ease her misery? She screws one of his friends, because, that's just what you do.
Yep.
No, that's not. That's
No,
not.
that's what you do.
And of course she sees a boy in the window, because she's always thinking about men. Okay, continue.
Yeah. So Allison, who's the freaked out girl, and Alexis hear something in the field. Time to go exploring. They find the couple from car A.
Yes.
So now they know their friends are dead. The cops show up, find a bottle, and now think that the group is just being stupid and drunk.
And that they ran him over.
Yeah. He tells them to get out of town, but they're rebels. They decide, hey, we're going to stay and look for Allison's brother, Jacob.
Well, they didn't all want to go look, but
No.
they did.
So the cult has pretty nice digs. They really did. They had some. They take Allison to her. Yeah, so she meets up with the cult, and they're like, okay, fine, we'll take you to your brother. So they take Allison to her. That's where Allison meets David Carradine, and he tells some story about a baby and a flame. This movie's boring.
I wrote down, so they're worshiping Bill from Kill Bill.
Yeah. I actually wrote, this movie is boring. I think I'm stopping.
I wrote down, Eva is still a whore. She told that man that it was a one-night stand for her after he said, it wasn't one for me, and I've always loved you. She's like, forget that. I just screwed you because I could. Then, I'm confused because normally Children of the Corn doesn't have a grown-up in the group, but this one has a grown-up in the group.
Yeah.
I stopped caring about the movie. Eva turned around to find some new booty. She's still a whore. Allison's brother apparently made a baby with Dorothy and Jane Torkelson. And now he is too old. And he's got to jump into the silo of flames.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. He says no. He said nope. And he went over to his lady.
He's like, I thought about it. I really don't want to do this.
He went over to baby mama and he's like, let's just leave. And she's like, oh no, I don't think so. This is my family. Okay. So the sacrifice is ruined.
Yep.
And so Jacob laughed. They're like, yeah, it's totally your decision. Go get him. So 2 people go after him. And they're like, okay, so now who's going to sacrifice himself? And in the background you hear, I will. And who is that? The whore.
Yeah, because she skipped over the part she was reading the book.
Oh, yeah.
And started buying into the whole cult thing. So, yeah, so she's like with them now.
Yeah. So Eva says, I will go and jump down this silo of fire.
Yep.
Because she's a big old dummy.
Then we got Jacob, who's just hanging around in the barn.
After he got his butt whooped by some homely girl and some dude.
Yeah. The main kid stabs him, but Jacob was playing possum and kicks the dude who's going to take him to the corn. Yeah, kicks the dude who's going to take him to the cornfield because that's what he was going to do. They were going to take his body.
They were going to make him a scarecrow.
Right, they were going to make him a scarecrow. So yeah, he kicks him. He's like, hiya! He didn't say hiya, but it would have been cooler if he did.
Apparently at this point in time I started talking to the TV, and Mike says I do that when the movies make me mad.
Yeah, they do. So Allison is with the police. They enter the cult's house. Sheriff wants to arrest Kane from Kung Fu. He tells the sheriff, hey, I wouldn't put that fire out. Do they listen? No. Fire gets upset.
Yeah, I got mad.
Now it's burning everyone up. Well, just the fire department people.
It was 2 firefighters.
Yeah, burned up the fire department.
And Luke, he's split in half.
Luke? Who's Luke? Kane from Kung Fu?
Kane from Kung
Okay,
Fu,
why didn't you call him Kane from Kung Fu?
Because his name in the movie was
I don't
Luke.
care what his name in the movie is.
Alright, well anyway.
I know him as, this is how I know him.
He split in half and some fire blew out of his top hole. So, here's the thing. Apparently, now this makes sense as to why they had a grown-up. He wasn't really alive.
No, he was a demon.
Well, the demon was just moving his body.
Yeah.
It had, like, taken up his host. I guess they needed a grown-up because they needed someone to make sure they had electricity and make sure they had a house. And
they never worried about that before. All of a sudden, somebody was like, hey, we need to worry about stuff like this.
I guess.
Yeah. So all hell breaks loose. People are running into the corn to get away. Allison and the rest of her group hide in a barn. Oh, it's Jacob. He's sleeping. He was stabbed, you know.
Oh no, he died.
Yeah.
He should have left that knife in like I told him to.
He pulled it out. Is that what you were talking to the TV
yes. about? Okay, people, when you get stabbed, you're supposed to leave it in there and then go somewhere and get it taken care of. You don't just pull it out because nothing good ever comes from that.
Alright, let's hurry up to the end of this movie. The kids find Allison and her group. There's fighting and some killing. Alexis gets attacked while fixing a car. He blows them up and himself.
Yeah, but he went down swinging.
He did. Allison is climbing the tower with fertilizer and gas.
Once again, science is going to save the day.
Science! Main kid hooks her in the back. She tosses him into the fire along with the gas and fertilizer. Fire plus fire equals no fire.
I guess that's what they said.
This was a terrible ending. Wait, there's more? Oh, okay. She's visiting Jacob's baby mama and kid. Alice is going to take care of the kid. The baby is possessed. The end.
The end.
The end.
The end of that crap fest.
Yes. That is the end of that crap fest.
There's so much more crap.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so much more crap to this series.
I'll give you a heads up. The next 4, we turned off at least 2 of the movies.
Wow. Yeah, and our rule is usually 1.
Yeah, but that last one, I was just not having it.
We allow 1 per series, but we had to break our rule because this one was just, ugh.
Because I was having a conniption.
It was to the point where we didn't even want to watch these movies. We were dreading them.
Yeah. That one especially. When we get to it, you'll find out why.
So we will pick up with Children of the Corn 6, 6, and well, we get the idea, 6.
I don't know why they needed them. It didn't have nothing to do with anything.
Nope. And this one is Children of the Corn 666,
Which was made in 1999.
Isaac's Return.
Yeah, y'all, for real. It was Isaac.
It was the actual kid from the original.
But he was old now.
He's all grown up, but he's about the same height, though.
Yeah, he's a short dude.
He is. He's the same height. So they didn't recast. It's the same one. I think he wrote it, too.
Maybe.
I think he did. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'm going to begin it because I have lessons.
Oh, you have lessons?
I have lessons.
Okay. Go for it.
So far the opening doesn't have my attention. But somebody did die really quick. There was a death, like, right off the bat. I didn't see them. I don't know what happened, but I saw them fall down and there was some blood.
Right.
Okay. Here are some lessons for your everyday life. Lesson number 1. Don't clean off bug guts while you're driving.
That's a good lesson.
Lesson number 2. Don't pick up hitchhikers.
That's a good lesson, too. So far, these are good lessons.
Lesson number 3. Of course they are. Lesson number 3. Don't tell strangers all your vital stats. They don't need to know your name. They don't need to know where you're going. They don't need to know where you came from. Too much information.
That's TMI, people. TMI.
They could use that later on. Okay, so she picked up a hitchhiker. A lady picks up a hitchhiker. That guy disappears, and then her car wrecks. A lady cop shows up, and the lady cop, she came out of nowhere, by the way, brings us to lesson number 4. The lady cop's like, get in the car, you're going with me. This girl leaves her car out in the middle of nowhere. Her luggage, her purse. Okay, no, we don't do any of that. You bring your crap with you. Lesson number 5. She's at a hospital. The doctor is fixing her. The doctor is creepy as all get out.
Stacy Keach.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is creepy.
So he steps away, and what does she do? She goes to investigate the creepy hospital. Apparently, she's looking to find who her mama is. Her mama's apparently from that town. Okay,
Right.
yeah, okay, that's all fine and dandy. But we don't go investigate creepy hospitals. It's not cool. It's not smart. It's like she's having a dream, but she's not having a dream. I felt like I was high. Were we high? We might have been high. I don't know. Was she high?
Hold on. Hold on. I'm thinking. We weren't high.
Okay.
We weren't high. I mean, I'm not saying we do that. I'm just saying we were not high.
All right, so lesson number 6.
I could have had a gas leak and I didn't know about it.
Maybe.
And we got high off of the fumes.
Lesson number 6. She comes across Isaac. She doesn't know it's Isaac. We don't even know it's Isaac yet.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. It looks like him.
He, right now, he's a creepy dude in a coma. So, lesson number 6. Don't touch the weirdo in a coma.
Just don't touch coma patients at all.
Okay?
I mean, unless you know them.
So she touches him. His vitals start going wiggity wiggity. And she hauls butt and goes and gets the car and she tries to leave. Everybody's watching her from up in the ceiling. Like, not in the ceiling, but up the steps on the outside. They're watching her. Next thing you know, she's getting run off the road by a car.
Truck.
A truck.
She
Okay.
loses the truck. Only to
So,
find more
yeah.
dead animals.
There you go. Okay,
And a
so
creepy kid.
you may jump in now.
Yeah.
Until I get to lesson number 7.
Yeah, so pretty much after she loses the truck, she finds some dead animals and a creepy kid. She checks into a rude hotel where they know her name without even asking. You know what it is? They found her luggage. That's how they know her name.
Yeah, right.
'Cause It had her ID
busted
in
out
it.
in the middle of nowhere.
Isaac, he speaks. Cop lady tells him that he has a son. How'd that happen? I do not know.
Yeah, we're under the impression that Isaac must have got busy as a kid. I don't know.
Yeah, because they didn't
He's
say
been
how
in
long.
a coma for 19 years.
Yeah. So pretty much Isaac got busy when he was a kid in the first one. They didn't show it, but that's the only logical explanation. Unless some nurse came in there while he was in the coma, I still maintain. Because I told you can, even in a coma.
Maybe it was artificial insemination.
So you think she? I'm not gonna go into graphic detail. You see what I'm doing here?
Yeah.
You think she did that?
I think
in
she
a cup?
stole the baby batter.
She stole the baby batter. She's like, you ain't using it. Let me borrow it.
We don't know if that happened, but that sounds a lot better.
Yeah. Oh no! Get out of my head. I got this whole mental picture now. Look. Little Isaac with a smile on his face.
The lady's name is Hannah.
Yeah.
The main heroine. Her name is Hannah.
Yeah.
And
This
she's trying to find her mama.
Right. So this movie is making no sense and seems more like just a bunch of creepy stuff. Hannah and one of the orderlies are looking at files. Some creepy dude sneaks up to them with an axe and swings at her. But he's harmless. Isn't that what that other person was like? Oh, he's harmless. Don't worry
Yeah.
about him.
Never mind the axe coming at your head.
I mean, like, he's just swinging this axe. And then I put, I'm confused and done for now.
Okay, so from what I gather from this movie is the Children of the Corn stuff started happening in 1978, but in the first movie it started happening in 1980. So that's a little off, but when we get later down the road, there's going to be more of that where
Oh,
it's
there-
totally confusing.
Yeah. What, are you talking about this one?
Yeah, this one, it's supposedly those babies were, the children were in the 78.
Right. I didn't write too much more after that. I wrote two things. I put, I'm back. Isaac's trying to make Hannah have relations with her son.
Oh no, you're going way too far.
Oh, my
you
bad.
Just wait.
That's all I have, because I stopped writing, and then I came back with that.
Okay, well, I'll let you know when you can come back.
Okay.
My bad. Lesson number 7. We are now at lesson number 7. Don't follow the creepy truck to the place far away without a weapon.
That's smart right there.
These are very smart lessons.
Yeah.
Someone wants Hannah to leave. Hannah has the hots for the cool guy, who at this point in time, in the movie, said, I think he's Isaac's son. So, that's what I'm saying right now. Alright, so, Dr. Keach, he's dead.
Yeah, he died.
Isaac electrocuted him. Bad Isaac. I was wrong. Apparently, Isaac's son is the hotel guy, which is what I have written right here at that point in the movie.
Right. I didn't write that.
I didn't expect that.
I didn't like this movie, so I didn't write that.
Apparently, Isaac, that's where you got it. Isaac wants
Hannah to have relations.
Hannah and his son to get together and make the supreme baby.
And that's all you need to know.
Well, no, there's more to this. I was right about that because I told you that's probably what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So far, at this point in time, I'm thinking I'm 1 and 1. 1 right, 1 wrong. She met her mom. She now knows where she came from. And Isaac branded his son in the hand. And then Hannah is walking through the cornfield and these kids surround her and do a ring around the rosy. But I refer to it as ring around the roofie. Because she gets drugged and she wakes up and she's now in the clearing with the rest of them. She gets branded. And now they have to touch hands because apparently touching hands you get married.
Touch hands? No! Marriage is punishment for shoplifting in some countries.
We touch hands all the time.
Aw, damn it. Is we married now? That's right, I said is we.
Well,
Don't correct me. I know what I said.
yeah. So deal with it. Let's see. Rachel, who's Hannah's mother, she comes to tell it like it is.
You wrote down way more than what I did.
Well, somebody had to.
I gave up on this movie.
So, Bad Boy shows up to save Hannah. Maybe. I'm not sure on him yet. The redhead, which was the rude hotel lady's. The hotel lady, the reason she was rude is because Isaac's son is who she was supposed to be with. That's her dude.
Okay.
That's why she was rude to her. She got split in half.
Yes.
Isaac did that.
Yeah, hold on, because I wrote that down. That's
Okay,
the last
okay.
thing I wrote, which is you also need to know when Isaac has a machete, he means business and will cut you. More like slice you right down the middle.
Yeah, he
'Cause
did
that's
that.
what he did. He sliced her right down the middle. That was actually pretty cool. I will say, I was like, what? And I'm done. That's all I wrote.
There's a prophecy that on the 19th birthday, the first son and first daughter will make a baby. Hannah and Bad Boy are in a barn. They're hiding. And for some reason, they need to take a shower. I don't know how that shower thing came about.
I don't know either.
But they're like rinsing off. And next thing you know, they're getting it on. And then I was like, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be something if that's really Isaac's son and he tricked her into doing him? Because you know why? I'm a smart girl. Turns out I was right.
So now you're 2 for 1.
Yeah. The mom is tied up, so Hannah has to come save her. Because Isaac took her somewhere. Isaac and Cop Lady. Isaac said, hey, if my son won't do it, I'm going to make the baby. And I wrote down, ick, double ick. Bad guy just made the cop shoot herself because apparently he's got powers. And I don't know if he had these powers before or after the baby making. I don't know. So at this point, I'm like, I'm pretty sure I was right. He was the first son, but he wasn't Isaac's son. So I was kind of right, but kind of wrong.
Right.
And at this point, I'm really confused. So the bad boy is apparently he who walks behind the rose. I guess he must have been the original bad guy. I don't know. And he kills Isaac, and then Rachel kills the bad boy. And he's like, it doesn't matter. I done knocked her up. My seed is in there, so pat-ow. And that movie is confusing, and they got away, the end. And I wrote down, and this is dumb.
Yeah, I hated that movie. That one was pretty bad.
But we did watch all of that one.
We did. We did watch all of that one. And we are going to move on to Children of the Corn 7. Didn't have the 7, but it is number 7. Revelation.
Made in 2001.
Yes. So number 7, it can't be as bad as 6, right? Can't be.
I wrote down, so far, I hate this franchise.
So, we got an old lady dreaming of fire and destruction. A cab drops a younger lady off at a building where corn is growing. It looks like a rundown condo. The lady takes the elevator to the 4th floor where the creepy kids are. They're just standing there. She allows them on the lift. I guess people actually live in this building. Yes, her grandmother lives in this building. Damn, lady. Couldn't you find a better place for her?
I know, that place was run down.
Yeah, it's like, I would have been like, hey, Grandma, this is not the best looking place. Why don't you just come stay with me?
I wouldn't even take a crackhead off the street and put it into that place.
Damn.
It was bad.
Yeah. So Jamie enters her grandmother's place, but no signs of her grandmother yet. Jamie is now at a police station. She's reporting that her grandmother is missing. They think she needs to wait 24 hours.
Cops don't like old people, apparently.
Yeah, no. And then we cut to this really huge moon shot. The picture is being posted. If you look, here it is. Here's the picture. That is a huge moon. The moon, I've never seen the moon that big. Have you?
No.
Have you ever looked outside and saw the moon like...
It looked like a baked potato.
It looked like the moon was just about to crash into Earth.
It
Like
was-
the moon said, you know, I'm tired of being up here. I want a closer look at the Earth.
It may be like, man, that's an ugly place. Let me check this out. People live here?
Someone threw an egg that has red in it.
And of course, her dumb butt got to go check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, so Jamie goes outside. There's a little girl dancing in a pentagram. Now Jamie's grocery shopping and runs into those creepy elevator kids again. Jamie leaves the store and bumps into another creepy kid.
Wait. She gives him a quarter to play a
I
zombie
don't
killing
care.
game.
I don't care. I don't care what
Well,
she
I
did.
actually paid attention on that part.
Alright, she gave him a quarter. Does it further the story along? Not really.
Well, when she runs in the creepy kid outside, that's why she's going kill, because she wants to play the game.
Right.
So yeah, it does matter.
Okay. So she leaves the store and bumps into another creepy kid. This place has creepy kid infestation. There's just like creepy kids everywhere.
Need some creepy kid raid.
Yeah. So Jamie runs into a priest at the pentagram. Jamie returns only to find someone wrote, "Jamie, go home," in chalk on a wall in her grandmother's apartment because she's staying there. Don't know why. Remember when I said it can't be as bad as 6? I was wrong.
Oh wait, Jamie is going to send an email on her
that part.
laptop. I don't know how.
Yes, because there's no phone.
There's no phone, and I'm pretty sure they don't have Wi-Fi at the crappy inn.
I'm sure that I agree with you there. At this point, we've decided to give it 10 minutes.
We're giving this movie 10 minutes, and if it still sucks this bad, we're turning it off.
Right. So Jamie finds a room full of tomato plants. Why did you go in there?
Now
There's a damn sign on the door that says "Do not enter."
she doesn't read. Jamie
So-
doesn't read.
Jamie doesn't read. Jamie meets the slut across the hall. Now they're friends. Okay, the slut is actually nice.
She's a slut with a heart of gold.
Yeah. Jerry the pothead is cooking on the roof. The corn he picked earlier, it has blood in it. Oh, look, more creepy kids. They push Jerry
It's the
off.
same creepy kid.
Yes, the same creepy kids. They push Jerry off the roof. Jamie goes to the roof. She sees the kids, and she sees someone coming out of the corn at the bottom of the building. 10 minutes are up by number 7.
Yeah, we turned that mess off.
We didn't finish it.
At all.
It was terrible. Have a
We
nice day,
voted
number 7.
and somebody had to go. And it was that way.
Yeah. So, I agree with you. I really dislike these Children of the Corn movies.
Oh my gosh, I know. Okay, well the next one was a made-for-TV movie called Children of the Corn. It was done in 2009.
It was a remake of the first one.
It was a remake, but this one, come to find out, is a lot closer to the actual story than the first movie was.
This one I enjoyed.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good.
This one I enjoyed. I didn't. I did basically differences from the original and this one. So
Go ahead. You wrote more than I did on this.
yeah, we did. I did, didn't I? I didn't write a lot more. 19 items to be exact.
Okay, go ahead.
So we start with the children in a tent. They're dragging in a pig. One boy's preaching. Then they kill the pig. So far, this one has my attention. Not because they killed a pig, but because it was interesting. This one seemed to hark back to the first one, which it did, because it's a remake. But this one seemed more on track of what this was all about, what this
Yeah.
movie, what these
Some-
movies should have been.
Yeah, some of the characters that are in the made-for-TV movie were not in the original movie.
Right.
Well, no, I take that back. Some of the characters who were in the original movie are not in the made-for-TV movie because
Right.
apparently they weren't in the book. They were added.
Like Joby. Yeah.
Job and Sarah.
I like to call him Joby. So, yeah, so they're not in here. Not Sarah Connor. Well, she's not in here either, so. So it's 12 years later. Welcome back, Bert and Vicky. We've missed you. Trust me, we have.
Yes, we have.
And this Vicky is a bitch.
She is the biggest biatch ever.
She doesn't like music and doesn't like to drive. Yes, folks, this is a remake, like we mentioned. So here are the differences and other things. 1, Vicky is a huge bitch. 2, did I mention that Vicky is a huge bitch?
She
Huge mega bitch.
is.
I mean, she seems to like yell at Bert for everything.
I mean, I feel bad for Bert.
Yeah, so pretty much it's like if he breathes wrong, she's yelling at him. Number 3, this Bert was in Vietnam. Number 4, the old man at the gas station is already dead.
Yes.
Number 5, Malachi made a baby.
Yeah, it did. And Malachi is a lot cuter in this one than he was in the original. Not that that matters.
Yeah. 6, this one focuses more on Bert and Vicky, who have a rocky marriage. That's why, goes back to 1 and 2 there. 7, the children kill Vicky. And this one, Vicky
Yeah.
dies. She gets killed.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Vicky dies. Which, in this one, I wasn't upset over that one.
I wasn't either. She was horrible.
In the back of my mind, I was like, yeah. Number 8, Isaac is creepier and badass. I mean, he threw a knife from a roof.
It was a kitchen knife, too. One of them little teeny knives was what got me.
He threw it from a roof. Bert was standing on the other side of the road, and that knife went into Bert.
Yes, he was like in a tall building. Bert was across the street in an alley in a small opening. And Isaac's like, whoosh.
Hey, Bert! Oh! Number 9, the children chase Bert. He goes into the corn, and they cannot enter. They cannot enter the corn.
They gotta wait for Isaac and Malachi.
Yeah, I was getting to that.
The cutest thing, though, is that one little kid who was like trying to go. He was running.
Yeah, they grabbed. It was like,
they're like, no.
like I said, I still maintain that the kid just forgot to stop, and the other one's like, no, the director said don't go in. Just gotta wait, stop, gotta wait. Because he did, he grabbed it, but was like, no.
No.
Okay, so Isaac and Malachi show up, the children enter the corn. Number 11, Michelle thinks this little blonde kid is totes adorable. She wants to put him in her pocket. Then she told me to write this down. She did. Seriously, she did.
First off, that kid was the cutest kid I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was so cute. And he had that little lisp. You know, little kids kind of have the little lisp. Oh, gosh. I wanted to take him home with me and just listen to him.
So you got Bert. He's in the corn, and he starts having flashbacks of Nam, which is not the time to be having flashbacks.
Yeah, he needs to calm it down.
Yeah, which he does. He calms it down, but then he has some more flashbacks. And now Michelle is sad because Bert killed the adorable kid during a flashback.
He snapped his neck.
He was having a flashback, though.
I'm still upset.
I know.
Oh my gosh, I'm upset even now.
So it gets dark, and the kids are like, "We gotta go home."
Yeah, apparently they can't be in the cornfields at nighttime.
Yeah, they can't be in the field after dark. 2 older kids are getting fertile while the others watch.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, seriously, these 2 kids, they weren't kids. We'll say they're of age.
So I would say they're about 17, 18, somewhere around there.
Yeah. And they go to town, and the other kids are just standing there watching.
It's very graphic if you watch it, just to
Yes,
heads up.
it is
and
very graphic.
Those little kids in the front, because only the boys were allowed to watch. The girls weren't even allowed to do it. They had to clean up and stuff. So those little boys were just jumping up and down. It was so funny.
So a few of the kids go back into the field with Malachi, and the corn is alive. Bert gets out of the field. He finds Vicky's corpse hanging on a cross. Bert is seeing some weird stuff. Vicky's corpse is talking.
And she's still complaining.
Even in death, she's a bitch. And pretty much, long story short, they get Bert and they sacrificed him.
Yeah, man.
They killed him. So that's the end.
Yeah.
Which, like I said, I enjoyed the first one and I enjoyed this one. Because, I mean, for a remake, it did have some differences. This one was really good.
Mm-hmm. But now Isaac, at the end, he said that instead of 19 being when you sacrifice yourself, now it's 18. Because Malachi's 18, and apparently he wants Malachi to go.
Yeah.
He's not happy with him.
I was just so upset that they didn't have the line in this one. Outlander! I'm going to play it again. Play it again, Mike.
Outlander!
I had to play it.
And you gotta do the one, he wants you to Malachi.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll do that right now.
He wants you to, Malachi.
Alright, that was what, number 8?
Yes, this is the last one on this crap fest. I hated this movie with a fiery passion.
So, number 9, which is the last one, Children of the Corn, Genesis,
Yes.
2011.
But it's set, well, okay. It begins in 1973.
A man returns home from the service. No one is home. he found his mom.
She did.
She dead. He's running around the house with a gun. He finds a creepy girl upstairs in a chair with a blanket over her.
That wasn't a blanket. She was in a sack.
Was it a sack?
Yeah, it
I
was some
couldn't-
kind of sack. Like
I thought
it
it was
looked
a
like
blanket.
a potato sack.
Okay. Creepy girl runs away. She's like, hee hee, and runs away. I don't think she went hee hee.
She didn't even do anything. She just kind of looked at him and took off.
So yeah, so his whole family's dead and creepy girl stabs him. Oh, he's having flashbacks to the war. And out the window he goes.
Yep.
Where he's greeted by more creepy kids.
Yay.
The year. Present day.
Mm-hmm.
That's not really a year, but you get the idea.
We'll say 2011, which is
Yeah.
when it came out.
We have a stranded couple. The girl is pregnant. They decide to walk to a town. They come to a house with a cross on the door. Weird man opens the door. Guess what? He has no phone. No one in these movies has a damn phone.
He says, I ain't got no phone.
Thank you, Michelle, for clarifying. Okay, so the man allows the couple in.
That's because Allie is not having it.
Right. Yeah, once the man finds out that Allie's pregnant, he's like, all right, come on in. Because he can't, he's a Christian guy. That wouldn't be Christian of him, he said, I believe, right?
Yeah, he said that, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what he practices.
So Weird Man has a wife, and now they're chit-chatting. It is a boring chit-chat, too, by the way. I don't even remember what they're saying.
Yeah, his wife is a mail order bride.
Okay, from Russia. Was it Russia or Serbia?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. They do have a phone. They must pay $50 in order to use it.
Well, the guy didn't say that.
No, his wife did.
The mail order bride.
Yeah, she
says
was
that.
like, if you want to use phone, it's $50.
First she said 100, but
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not paying you $100.
She's like 50.
Yeah.
So Weird Dude and Allie are alone, talking. Cut to Tim on the phone. Weird Dude's wife is being creepy. Allie's drinking some tea and sees a kid from the bottom of her glass. As she's picking up the tea, drinking it, she can see a shadow of a kid. And when she puts it down, nothing. No kid. You know the heat will do that to you. That's what old man thinks. It's the heat. So Tim is on the phone still. Weird Dude's wife is all up on Tim. I mean, she grabs his junk and starts hiking up her dress.
And pulling down her dress.
Yeah. Alright, so Tim returns. It's going to cost him a lot of money to get a ride. They're going to stay and wait for Mr. Pritchett, who will be there tomorrow. I don't know who Mr. Pritchett is. This movie's boring. Just a bunch of idle talking about nothing. I'm going to stop writing. I'll come back if anything happens. Okay, so Allie's walking to the outhouse alone.
Wait. Old dude gives a speech about respecting his privacy.
Yes.
He says, you can stay here, but respect my privacy. Don't go looking at anything. Don't go snooping around. That you use the outhouse outside. You sleep inside. That's it.
See, and this is why I will say this. If you and I were ever in this situation and somebody tells you that, I know you. You're gonna snoop. You're gonna get us killed. Because you don't like people telling you can't go do something. If old man says, don't go look into the barn, you can be like, you ain't my daddy, I'll go look at that barn if I want to.
Okay, so that does sound like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Allie has to go use the outhouse. And the husband doesn't go with her, which really makes me mad. Because I'm telling you right now, if I'm going to the outhouse and it's dark outside, you come in with.
Right.
You don't have to come in there with me because that's gross. But you have to at least stand outside.
Yeah. So I mean, she goes there. She does her business. She just pees and exits. But then she hears a noise, and she's like, "Hey, it's time to go exploring."
This man just got done telling you to respect his privacy, and you go snooping around.
Yep. So by this time, the old man comes out. Excuse me, I have to yawn.
That was a very long yawn.
Yeah. Well, you could have spoke while I was yawning.
It was too much fun listening to you yawn.
So the old man comes outside, and she's gonna be in so much trouble when he finds her. Oh, look, another shed.
Yeah, she makes it out of the first place.
Yeah, she makes it. Yeah, I forgot to mention
without
it.
getting
She
caught.
goes into the first one, doesn't see anything. She gets out.
But she sees stuff.
Yeah, well, she comes on out, and there's another one. She's like, "Hey, let me go check that one out."
That one's locked.
Yeah,
She sees an eyeball, or she hears a kid.
she hears a kid. She hears a child. So there's a child locked in the shed. Allie wants to go, but first she wants to get the kid out of there. So she tells Tim, if I were Tim, I'd be upset that, I mean, they had one rule. No exploring.
Sometimes it's just tempted.
Yeah. So Tim's like, okay, fine, we'll go get this kid, and then I'm done.
So, yeah, let's see.
That's all I wrote.
She goes back. She tries to get her husband to get the kid. He looks at a camera. She's waiting for him to come back. The old guy hasn't come back yet. And then you went to the potty, and I texted you, and I was like, I'm done with this movie. Can we turn it off?
And I said yes. See, that one had nothing to do. That was not even a children.
No, it didn't. And right before I asked you, could we turn it off, I went and read something, and it said 90% of this movie happens in that house. And it doesn't reference anything about it except for, like, a snippet of a backstory that didn't make any sense.
It was Children of the Corn by name.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with it. That was terrible. So
I hated it.
Yeah. These series, the Children of the Corn series, they could have been good. So, they could have been if they just stuck with the stories.
Okay, so number 1 was good. Number 3 was not too bad.
3 was decent. 3
until
was decent.
The end.
That was the Urban Harvest,
Yeah.
right? That's when they were in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that one went back to the whole to the story, but it was just set in the city. Mm-hmm. That one was actually decent.
4 was pretty good.
Yeah.
Was it 4? No, not 4. There was another one that was decent. Was 4 decent? I can't remember.
She's looking.
One of them I didn't hate. I mean, it wasn't the best, but I didn't, like, hate it. Which one was that?
It might have been 4. Because I know you didn't like 2.
Yeah, I hated 2. Number 4... No, I didn't like that one. That was the one with Naomi Watts. Number 5 wasn't too bad. That one wasn't the worst.
So far, it seems like the odd number ones you didn't have a problem with.
Yeah.
Up until... Except for 7. You hated 7.
Oh, 7 was horrible. 6 was eh.
The remake was good.
The remake was good.
So if you're going to watch them, folks, the first one, the third one, the fifth one.
Yeah, the 5th one's not too bad.
And the remake.
That's it.
That's all you need to watch.
You don't need to watch the rest of that crap.
Don't ever watch the rest of that crap.
And first off, I mean, normally in a horror movie series, it relates back to the original movie at some point. It's referenced, or there's a character that's referenced.
Right.
This one, I mean, the only thing I could think was they all had some corn, and they were kind of in Nebraska, except for one.
It's like, hey, well, there's a cornfield. Is this the Children of the Corn movie? Yes, it is. Yeah.
The next one we'll be doing is Halloween.
Ooh.
Which I'm excited because I like the Halloweens. Even the sucky ones, I like the Halloweens.
Right. Hopefully with those we don't get to the point where we dread watching them. Because we dreaded watching these.
I don't think so. I mean, I've seen all of them except for the third one, and there's none of those I'd be like, I'm turning this crap off.
Right.
So, I don't think so.
Alright.
We might be good on that one.
So, tune in next time, folks. Like Michelle said, we're going to be talking about the Halloween series. Ooh. Michael Myers.
Yeah, baby.
Not that Michael Myers.
Yeah, right. Okay. That was a terrible Mike Myers impersonation.
I always think of him as the dad, and so I married an axe murderer.
Heed! Pants! No! Look at the size of that boy's head. Shh. I'm not kidding, it's like an orange on a toothpick.
You're gonna give the boy a complex.
Well, that's a huge noggin. It's a virtual planetoid. Has its own weather system. Heed! Move! Heed! Paper! No! Move that melon of yours and get the paper if you can. Hauling that gargantuan cranium about. I'm not kidding, that boy's head's like Sputnik. Spherical, but quite pointy in parts. Well, that was offside, wasn't it? He'll be crying himself to sleep tonight on his huge pillow.
All right.
I totally need that movie.
I used to have it. I don't know what happened to it.
I think you should get it for me.
Yeah, we're rambling, but that's okay. All right, we're gonna call it a day, folks. Say goodnight, Michelle.
Good night, Michelle.